Joining us now, Michael Reagan, son of President Ronald Reagan, Newsmax contributor and author of Lessons My Father Taught Me, The Strength, Integrity, and Faith of Ronald Reagan. Michael, great to talk to you, sir. Don't forget, check him out at Twitter. The handle is Reagan World. Michael, you know what we're seeing is it repeats itself over and over again, and the president says nothing. The attorney general basically gives a wink and a nod, and it's outrageous.
Oh, it is outrageous. Even more outrageous is the chief of police saying, well, you know, there's really no compelling reason right now to show the video, because why should I show the video now? And you just sit there and you have to think to yourself, what in the world are you thinking? What evidence do you need to compel you to show the video if indeed it is what you are saying it is? Show the video and at least work on trying to get these rioters, in fact, under control. But what does he do? He says, no, he's not going to show it. No compelling reason.
Yeah, well, the mayor is complicit in that. Yesterday, she said it would be released today. I heard her say it on TV. And now today, she says, you know, we're not releasing it. They're going to show it to the family. The police chief also made it a point. And if you're not going to release it, then I don't know why you're saying this. But he said that basically, you know, there's no compelling evidence kind of in the video that he was pointing the gun at the cops when he came out of the car. However, having said that, he did have a gun, and it was legitimate based on everything leading up to it and all the circumstances. But why go out of your way to say, like you said, I'm not going to show it to you, but, you know, if you saw it anyway, you really couldn't see him pointing a gun. Why fuel the fire?
No, why fuel the fire? You're absolutely right. The reality is the police don't have to wait till you actually point a gun at them.
Right.
If you have a gun, to in fact use deadly force. I've been through the police training school. I get what goes on there and what they have to do. If you have to wait till somebody points a gun at you before you use deadly force, you'll be the one who's dead.
Okay, but Michael, Hillary in her shameful, disgusting, pandering, radical leftist way said about these shootings, she gave the names of both victims in Tulsa and in North Carolina. And she said, even though we don't know all the facts, she said, these are just two more names of African Americans shot by police. Not unarmed, she didn't say unjustly shot by police. She just doesn't want African Americans shot by police, period. And I'm telling you, I'm not telling you, but I'm asking you, do you agree with me that if she becomes president, she will look to nationalize and change the rules and change tradition on how and when officers can fire their weapons?
No, absolutely right. It'll be like what our military has to do in the war on terror. They have to wait until they're under fire before they actually return fire. And this is what's going to happen. Hillary Clinton becoming president of the United States would be the worst thing that ever happened to the streets of the United States of America. And you are hearing it as we move farther and farther into the campaign. And for someone, as well as you know, who's not been and was not a real Trump supporter, I like anybody but Trump, the reality of it is, I'd rather have Donald Trump sitting in the Oval Office who cares about the police, who cares about America, instead of Hillary, who only cares about the left.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about this race. And, you know, we're just a few days away from the debate. We hear Hillary's preparing for a good Donald Trump, a Donald Trump who's tempered and eloquent and kind of on prompter Donald Trump, and a off-the-wall Donald Trump who'll just say anything like he did in the debates or in the primaries. And Donald Trump, he's got like 6 campaign stops today. He's not prepping for anything, apparently, or certainly not practicing the way she is. Who's got the right strategy here?
Well, we're going to find out on Monday night who's got the right strategy, but Donald Trump has to look like he's not crazy. They're trying to paint him as a crazy man. So he has to look like he's not a crazy man, and I think if he does that, he ultimately will win the debate on Monday night. Hillary Clinton can't get away from who she is. She is Hillary Clinton. She'll never be anything else but Hillary Clinton. And if anybody saw that interview yesterday that she did, wow, can you imagine having 4 years of that?
Yeah, it would, just outrageous. And you're talking about the comedic one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one after that.
Well,
she
yeah,
knew
then
was
then
of the union.
yes, then she put out, that was a video she put out, I think, or at least it looked that way to me. Maybe it was an interview, but I just saw 60 seconds of it where she, you know, why aren't I winning by 50%? You know, she, oh my God, it's like she did that so poorly. It's like they picked someone off the street and said, could you come in here and sit in this chair and say this? Like she never did it before. She was awful.
Yeah, she was awful, and she'll be awful for 4 years and worse for the United States of America and the rest of the world. I can't believe people are sitting here saying, oh, but she would be better in foreign policy. We have witnessed her foreign policy. The last 8 years, we've witnessed that foreign policy, and how are we doing and how many are dead?
Michael, it's so important. Hey, keep on tweeting out at Reagan World, and we'll check it out, and we hope to see you back here real soon, sir.
Yeah, you take care, friend.
Michael
Bye-bye.
Reagan, ladies and gentlemen. Now, earlier today, during my noon show, America Talks Live, I had the pleasure of speaking with another Michael Savage, and that interview is on the other end of this break, so don't go away.